Talk a little bit about our European allies. You mentioned German Chancellor Merkel, who was at the White House today. The Germans have not been very enthusiastic about sanctions, I think. What about the broader European community or other important European allies? More of her thinking, or are they more of a get tough with Russia?
So the president has turned to Chancellor Merkel because of the relationship that Germany has with Russia and because the Germans are considered so central to bringing the Europeans along. And you could see today in the Rose Garden the struggle that the Europeans, you could see it on display because she said a number of times, we will go to the next tier, and she described the trigger for that being the May 25 elections that are scheduled in Ukraine. If they're disrupted, if there's a provocation that prevents them from going forward. But she kept saying, but this is not what we want to do. And she also very forcefully indicated that most of the European nations understand that they would be hurt if the energy sector is in the next tranche of serious economic sanctions, because many of the European countries get a majority, if not almost all, of their oil and gas.
It would hit average citizens.
It would affect the global economy, and President Obama has not been secretive about that. He has also indicated that. His body language with Chancellor Merkel was very conciliatory to this concept, and he actually did volunteer today in the discussion that it would be unrealistic to imagine turning off the tap, was the phrase he used, that had not even happened during the Cold War. So he was signaling that each country may want to go in its own direction, but that the purpose of the United States and Germany standing together was, as Gwen has already indicated, to show some level of unity, that there will be a walking forward together, even if each country goes maybe a slightly different direction on sanctions.